So let's get into it. Before we start WrestleMania, we had the Triple H era start off last year. That was his first WrestleMania. I'm going to say this is his first full WrestleMania because this is all his storylines.
Yes.
Last year we had, the end event storylines with Triple H's sprinkle and fingerprints on it. So now with Triple H in charge of content, what has been your favorite booking decision of Triple H?
Favorite? Ooh, it's a lot of good booking decisions he's made. Just one that stands out to me. So far, my favorite. Well, yeah. So far, my favorite booking decision that he made. I got two. The Cena heel turn, because nobody expected it, and how he did it was perfect. And I think when we look back at it, I know it's not really going over right now. Jay Uso winning the Royal Rumble, I think, was a good decision because, again, nobody expected Jay to win, and everybody expected Cena to win. I think those were two very, very good booking decisions that he made to kind of swerve the crowd. One thing about Triple H is when you think you figured everything out, he changes the whole dynamic. And that's what I love. And I think a lot of fans or a lot of people in the international wrestling community are maybe getting frustrated with that. But I think it's good because we have now the, what do they call it? The unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when The Rock's going to show up. You never know when John Cena is going to do something crazy as turn heel on his final run. Jay Uso, even how they've handled this whole Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton thing, even that, to just be so unpredictable and to just say, like, you know what, just look at wrestling different, and just to be comfortable with, we don't have to always do stuff how it is to have the fans catch on, because losing it was owned by a different man during a different time. It's,
There's
I
no
mean,
telling what it would be right now.
we could be still seeing Roman Reigns as the world champion, which I have no problem with because I love Roman Reigns. You see my head of the table shirt. Have
No
no
problems here.
problems.
We
No
acknowledge
problem.
him.
Yes, acknowledge you, my tribal chief. We acknowledge you. We would have never saw the end of this. We would have never seen the story get finished with Cody Rhodes. So I just think it's so much depth and it's so much surprise and it's so much fun with Triple H, and that's why I just love this era, because Triple H, he's really into it,
He
but
gets it.
he gets it, and that's the thing, he gets it, and he's not spoiling it for us. I'm so excited about WrestleMania. I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's the beauty of it.
I will say my favorite booking decision has actually been the Bloodline.
Yes.
Just the storylines that has come from that. You
Yeah, that's
have
good.
Jay
That's good.
becoming main event. You have Jimmy still doing his thing. Sammy being involved was dope.
Yes.
Then to have them reunite as Survivor Series was dope. And then this second iteration of the Bloodline.
Oh, the Super Solo. Yes.
You have two bona fide stars. I believe if they get the booking right with Solo, he can actually come back. But I feel like this is a setup between Solo and Fatu down the road.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob is amazing.
It's
He
only
is
a matter
a
of time.
beast. He
only a
is
matter
the
of time.
Samoan werewolf, true to the
True.
core. My son loves Fatu right now.
I can't blame
He's
him.
Jey Uso, Fatu, and Cody Rhodes. That's all he wants to see. And Big Jimmy. He's in the bloodline. My son is in the bloodline. But that has been my favorite one. I would also have a second one like you. I'm gonna go Jade and Naomi, man.
Yes.
Jade and Naomi. It was a slow burn, which has been very criticized in the IWC. The slow burn with this whole story was killing me. But at Elimination Chamber, when Jade came out and put belt to butt on Naomi, I was in. But we can talk more about that match a little bit later.
Yes.
Let's go into the worst booking decisions of Triple H. Or not even the worst, some that could have just been better.
I would say you said the Bloodline. Another faction that has been popular is the Judgment Day. I think it's gotten stale.
Yes.
I think it's gotten stale. And maybe it wasn't all the way right to put Liv in it. And I've always questioned that. That's always been like something that I always like question, like, even with her, going with Dom, maybe she should have been like a separate entity, and maybe just when she needed the bloodline, I mean not the bloodline, but Judgment Day, she hey Dom, hey Daddy Dom, you know how she is,
Yeah.
she like leans on them and not became a full member. But I think it's just gotten stale. It doesn't have like the depth like the bloodline and with Rhea and Damien, how they handled that, which we saw, which we knew would happen. And then kind of like now, it's like kind of like tension between Finn and Dom and
I
Carly.
feel like that is going to reinvigorate the
Yeah,
storyline with the Judgment Day. I feel like it has to be either Dom or Finn, and I know we're going to talk about the matches,
yeah,
but I feel like this is the weekend where it's very pivotal, very pivotal.
yeah.
This is a make or break weekend for the Judgment Day. I
They
hope
need
one of
it.
them wins, either Dom or Finn, because now that creates even more tension, and now somebody got to get kicked out.
Yeah. And then also we got to think about too with the Judgment Day, they're not as strong as they used to be because I mean the Judgment Day, granted they didn't have like the star power like the Bloodline did, but they were hot. I mean they had Damien, they had Rhea, they had JD, they had Dom. And it's just like every week it was just something new. And I was just so
It was a
infatuated.
train wreck.
Yeah,
You didn't want to see it, but at the same time, it was intriguing at the same time.
exactly. And that's what's like, man, and then when we saw like the turn and everything, I was like, I don't know where they're gonna go with this now. But I'm like you, this is really like a big, big weekend for them to see how it turns out.
I have another bad booking decision by Triple H. He brought the prestige back to the mid card titles, but now it's just lost its prestige again. It's kind of lost in the shuffle.
Uh, Especially the women's titles. Ooh, God.
Yeah,
We,
the women's
man,
title. Clearly, we see how the card is set up because Lyra and Bailey have now become friends and they have a tag team match.
tag team.
So I think that is my worst booking decision. And I will also say losing out on the Hurt Business.
Yeah, but see, the hurt business. So with the hurt business, I don't blame that 100% on him. In fact, I wouldn't even give him a lot of blame. I blame that one on Vince because the
Yeah,
hurt business, it was cut off too soon to really see what
true.
they could really
That's true.
do. And you had dominant Bobby Lashley, and to have Cedric Alexander, who's a talented guy, and Shelton Benjamin, who in so
He's your
many
favorite
ways
wrestler's favorite wrestler.
exactly a guy who probably should have been a world champion way down somewhere down the line, but
For
this
sure.
has had not good storylines. And then you got MVP who can wrestle, but maybe might go down in the history as an all-time manager.
Absolutely.
So I mean, just how they handled that, I think that was when I look at the hurt business, I kind of look at that more as what's his name? Oh, Vince really like just dropped the ball with that, especially when it was really getting hot. Like it's like, man,
Agreed.
you dropped the ball because the hurt business could have been really that faction. What they are right now, what we're seeing with the Hurt Syndicate and AEW, they're really that faction. And I pray to God, please, y'all don't add MJF. Like, just keep him out of it. Like, because we know
So
MJ.
yeah, let's just not do that. So I
Yeah,
don't AEW, but I do clip of AEW. Like
yeah,
if I see a highlight, okay, cool. And of course I see what they do on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, I can follow it that way. I appreciate them going to AEW. Just like I appreciate Ricochet going to AEW because
yeah,
now they're finding success that they wouldn't have in WWE. So I am happy for them. This is probably not even a Triple H decision, but because he's the person in charge, I'm gonna blame him, and we
yeah.
can move on. Samantha Urban, please bring her back.
Please bring her back.
I'm tired of seeing
Please.
her on Instagram. Well, I'm not tired of seeing her on Instagram at all. I love her Instagram. I could say that, but I miss her on that mic.
Oh my God. It's like when you make a Mount Rushmore of announcers, it's Samantha
It
Urban,
starts with her.
yeah, Howard Finkel, Tony Chimmel, and Lillian Garcia. That them the four right there. You
And the
can't
crazy
go.
thing is, I appreciated them bringing in Lillian on the back end, but she wasn't the same
She
Lillian.
wasn't the same. She
That
wasn't the
Lillian ain't
same.
got the same vocal cord.
Yeah, Samantha is so crazy because I'm a journalist, and it's like when she does her inflection and does her
It's
bring it out,
crazy.
it's storytelling even in that. Oh my god, the moment Cody
I know
Rhodes
you're about to say,
won and she broke down and cried, I was
bro,
like, that
I'm
is
not
what
even,
how we all felt. That's how we all felt.
bro, I was not even, I am head of the table. I am Roman Reigns. I am
Yes,
Britain. I knew he was going to lose. I had my hope. But when she yelled out and knew, I said, you know what,
and the
Samantha?
cries, I was like, yes,
You know what? That's why I miss Samantha. I would even say even earlier that night when Damian Priest cashed in, she was like, Damian Priest is cashing in his money in the briefcase. And I was like, go, Samantha, go.
yes, it's
I
so
miss
much.
her
Ooh,
announcing Roman Reigns. I miss her announcing Cody Rhodes. I miss her saying main event.
yes,
Jay, ooh, it's the way she uses her inflections. Oh my
yes.
gosh. I miss
Even when she
Samantha.
says Chelsea, great. It's like, oh my god. And Alicia Taylor, no knock against Alicia Taylor, but
No knock against her.
she's not Samantha Hurt. She's not
I
Samantha
am
Hurt.
glad she's trying to keep the essence of what Samantha brought, but she ain't Samantha. And
She ain't Samantha Hurt.
that's no shade at her. She's
Yeah,
doing the best she can.
yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
That's good.
WrestleMania 41.
Woo.
I tell you what, I was battling going back and forth on what we were going to do with this, most intriguing matches and all that good stuff. But I said, you know what? I got Courtney on here with me. We can just go down the list and we can just predict the card.